The controversial 2.75 billion shilling compensation made to members of the Dupoto Dafur Settlement Welfare Scheme for the compulsory acquisition of their land in Langata, Nairobi, has taken a new twist after suit filed in court by a lobby group claims that land's Principal Secretary Nixon Korir and Narok South Member of Parliament Sylvester Ntutu allegedly received 300 million shillings and 250 million shillings respectively during the payout in the contested compensation. According to suit papers filed at the High Court by Francis Awino of Concerned Citizen Lobby Group, the suit papers claim that the PS facilitated the secret replacement of Thomas Letangule as the member's lawyer with Johnson and Partners LLP and Sankale and Co-advocates, to whom the compensation money was paid without consultation with them. Awino, who is the president of Bunge la Wananchi, claims in his suit, which has been filed at the High Court, quote-unquote, the members of the Dupoto Dafur Settlement Welfare Scheme appointed the firm of Letangule and Co-advocates to represent them in the transaction involving the compulsory acquisition of their land by the Kenya Railways Corporation. On October 31st, 2023, some officials from the settlement scheme replaced Letangule and Co-advocates with Johnson and Partners LLP and procedurally, unlawfully and secretly with the help of the senior state officials, end of quote. He adds that it was only later that members were told 38 out of their 93 acres had to be surrendered or they risked not receiving their title, as they also learned that Kenya Railways had already processed and executed a land transfer of 55 acres through the new law firm and that 2.75 billion shillings had been paid out for the transaction. Awino reveals that it was then that members were also directed to open bank accounts at Kenya Commercial Bank, a move he believes was intended to conceal the full compensation amount.
Tumesema ile pesa tulikaa chini, ukatuambia iko na utatulipa, tunataka hiyo pesa ilipwe.
Haya, mimi naitwa Likamole Kiambu, chairman wa Dupoto Settlement Welfare Scheme. Na Dupoto Welfare Settlement Scheme, kuna memba yao ambaye tuko hapa nikiwa chairman yao. Dupoto Dafur ni shamba tumefuatilia kwa serikali yote na tumefuatilia kwa njia ya halali na tukapata document through serikali na tukakuja tukapeana hiyo shamba kuhusia serikali ya ambaye ni Kenya Railway. Na tumefuatilia document vilivyo na tukapeana kwa njia ambaye ni halali. Na kuna watu nasunguka kwa media ikiongozwa na wakili anaitwa Letangule ambaye wanasema ati ni wakora waliuza shamba, na sisi si wakora, sisi ni wenye Dupoto Dafur.
Mimi ndo area member of County Assembly. Dupoto Dafur iko South Sea Ward. As chairman amesema hawa ndo members and owners of Dupoto Dafur waliuza shamba kwa Kenya Railway wakalipana. Sasa mimi nilikuwa tu kama area leader, watu walitoka na wakaenda. Sasa leo tumefika hapa tukisikia kwamba kuna wale ambaye wanasema ni watu ya Dafur Dupoto hawajapewa, hawajalipwa. Sasa tumeita chairman hapa, amedhibitisha kwamba wakaji watu 600 wale walikuwa pale walilipwa. Nilikuwa kwa supervision kama area MCA kwa sababu hiyo ni kura yangu. Watu 600 niko na polling station hapo. Sasa watu walilipwa from 2023 mpaka wa leo. Bona kelele imekuja leo.
Mimi naitwa Jalango, member of parliament Langata. Dupoto Dafur iko ndani ya Langata South Sea Ward. Wenye tuko nao hapa chairman Ole Kiambu na timu yake yote, tunahakikisha kuwa hawa ndio members halali wa Dupoto Dafur. Kutoka wakati tulianza campaign ndani ya Dupoto, hawa ndio watu tuliowapata huko na hawa ndio watu walitutafutia kura upande ya Dupoto. Kama kuna mtu mwingine mwenye anasema anatoka Dupoto, sisi hatuwajui. Hawa ndio members wa Dupoto na over 600 residents wa Dupoto wenye walitolewa, wote walilipwa and the best thing is that walilipwa kwa account zao na wanaweza kuhakikisha kuwa pesa iliwafikia.
Despite the total payout amounting to billions, the group claims they only received under 250 million shillings combined, with the individual payouts ranging from as little as 50,000 shillings to 2 million shillings. They insist the compensation was not only inadequate, but also inconsistently distributed. The petition also revealed that Letangule, who had handled the matter for 6 years, was supposed to receive 80 million shillings in legal fees, but he was only paid 2 million shillings, as the rest of the funds were allegedly diverted by the scheme's trustees.
2.7 billion zilitoka, hatujui aligawia nani, na sisi wenyewe tukaja kutolewa usiku, tukabomolewa manyumba, na kutoka hapo tunahangaika, na ndipo sasa tuko barabarani tukisema tunataka haki yetu.
The suit breaks down how the money was distributed once it landed in the account of the two law firms. The documents indicate that on December 16, 2023, Sankale and co-advocates received 1.246 billion shillings, while Johnson and Partners LLP got 1.5 billion shillings. Just 2 days later, the money was disbursed to at least 11 beneficiaries. Among them, the petition names Nick Ndeda and Associates receiving 112.25 million shillings, Moniket and co-advocates receiving 155 million shillings, Narok South MP Kitilai Ntutu receiving 250 million shillings, and several other law firms, each receiving tens of millions. Notably, on December 19th, Sankala and co-advocates allegedly withdrew 181 million shillings in cash. Abwino wants the High Court to intervene and recover the money from Korir and Ntutu, whom he accuses of embezzlement.
It's really unfortunate that this money, the 2.7 billion, did not benefit the right people. The people who took this money are politicians, and we have records, and the trustees.
Tunaomba serikali, EACC tumeandikia barua, DCI tumeandikia barua, uchunguzi ifanywe mara moja.
The petitioners also requested that the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission EACC, the Director of Public Prosecution DPP, and the Director of Criminal Investigations DCI look into the matter and prosecute those involved in the scandal. Aweno has accused Korir of appointing unfamiliar legal representatives, signing a false sale agreement, and pressuring them to withdraw a previous court case. The court documents state, quote-unquote, he, Korir, secretly appointed Johnson and Partners LLP advocates, who were strangers to the plaintiffs, to receive the money paid for compensation to the plaintiffs in place of Letangule and co-advocates, who had always been on record for the plaintiffs, end of quote. He also wants Ntutu investigated for allegedly receiving 250 million shillings despite not being a landowner in the scheme. He says in his affidavit, quote-unquote, he was heard on several occasions stating that he had direct instructions from the President of the Republic of Kenya to settle the matter, a claim which turned out to be a ploy to intimidate the plaintiffs, end of quote. He accused Johnson Osoi of Johnson and Partners LLP of playing a direct role in the alleged embezzlement, including the payment of 15 million shillings to Seru Monket. The petitioner urged the court to prioritize the matter, arguing that Kenya Railways has already taken 55 acres and the remaining 38 could end up in unknown hands unless immediate action is taken. This is the second case filed against the PS and the MP over the alleged embezzlement of the scheme funds after city lawyer P.L. Olumumba also filed a similar suit. The case will be mentioned next month before Justice Lawrence Mugambi. No responses have been filed in before the court so far.